know what your totem animal is? Do you know what your shadow totem animal is? Hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, and if you're new to this channel and you want to learn more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you don't miss anything. In this video, I want to talk to you about your totem animal, how to find your totem animal, and also how to know your shadow totem animal. With a totem animal, it is an animal that has been with you and is still with you since the day you were born, and most likely through past lives as well. It's an animal that you share characteristics with, and it's an animal that also will teach you how to stand more into who you are in the world. And you have an animal also that will teach you about your shadow nature, which is that part of yourself that you don't want to own, that you're not allowed to own because it's not socially acceptable to own it. And it's a part of you that when we don't own it, when we don't know it and transform it and stand in the power of it, it can actually really, really stuff your life around. So there's an animal that can help you with that too. And I'm going to start with the shadow totem first because it's the easiest one to know And that is any animal that you're afraid of. Are there animals, whether they are reptilian or birds or insects or even some fluffy, cute creatures that just frighten you, that you're afraid of and have always been afraid of ever since you were a child? That particular animal is your shadow totem. And the more you can learn about that animal, the more you'll be learning about yourself. And the strengths that that animal has are strengths inside you that you need to own, and also the aspects of those animals that you don't like, that you're afraid of, are parts of yourself that you don't want to own and that you're afraid of, and you need to look at and work with in order to stop those aspects from interfering with you being able to create the life that you want to create and express yourself for who you truly are. So that is how you find your shadow totem. Very easy. What animal you're afraid of. When it comes to finding your totem animal in general, it can be a bit more difficult because as a witch, as a Wiccan, somebody in the magical occult field, you'll probably find yourself attracted to a number of different types of animal. And many witches, when they start out, tend to be attracted to the animals that are associated with witchcraft, such as crows and ravens, owls, even spiders and snakes. And whilst all of those animals have a very strong connection to magic and the shadow side, they aren't necessarily your totem. They're more of a totem of the craft or more of a totem of the area of interest or your spiritual interest. Now that doesn't mean that you don't necessarily have a raven as a totem, but it might not be. So one of the ways to find out who your totem actually is to do a bit of research and to go into a lot of work on meditation, path workings, and spell work to invite that totem to reveal itself to you. The meditations, you can do guided meditations, and there's quite a few of them on YouTube and on the internet that will take you through generally a forest environment where you get into a very relaxed state. You imagine yourself in a forest. You get into the feel of the sounds of the forest, the smells of the forests, and you see what's around, and then you wait for an animal to present itself to you. And the animal that presents itself to you is supposed to be your totem, and may well be your totem. Or it may just be an animal that's presenting itself to you at this time. Because even if you have a totem animal, there are messages that are going to come through other animals during your life as well. So just because an animal presents itself in a meditation doesn't mean that's your totem. It just means that that animal at the time may have a message for you. So it's about consistency, and it's about doing these exercises more than once. It's about doing them frequently until you find that the same animal is popping up and that it's popping up in other areas of your life as well. So if you're doing a guided meditation, it's also good to do some spell work with a brown candle to use maybe some frankincense or some star anise to get yourself into a trance state and invite the animal, your power animal, your totem animal, to present itself to you. You make that intention, you do the spell, and then wait and see what presents to you. The animal may present itself immediately, or it may present itself to you in a dream. You may see the animal around over the course of the next week or two, so it may not necessarily be in your physical environment, but it might present itself through television, through movies, through books, through the internet, through overhearing conversations about an animal, seeing pictures of them somewhere around if you're out shopping. However this animal presents itself to you, and if it's the same animal presenting itself to you, so you may be in a store and you may see figurines of this animal. If it keeps grabbing your attention, then it's most likely your totem, since you've already formally asked it to invite it to show itself to you. It's really important to ask it to show itself to you, because otherwise you may just get animals that are coming in with for other reasons, for messages, or just rocking up basically and saying hi. You want to find out who your totem is, so that means you need to invite it to show itself to you, and you may need to do that more than once. And then once that animal is showing itself to you, to then do the research on that animal and see what that animal has to teach you, do meditations with that animal, more spell work with that animal, to ask it to reveal to you what it's there to help you with, what it's there to teach you about yourself. If you're wanting to do more work with your totem animals, you can also do the same with your shadow totem by inviting it in through a spell environment and asking it to reveal to you what it's telling you about those shadow qualities and how you can work with the shadow. So there's some ways that you can bring that animal to your consciousness and start working with that animal. No one can tell you who your totem animal is. Maybe some psychics can. But really it's about putting it to the test, seeing what comes up in your meditations, doing the spell work, inviting it in and seeing it coming up a lot, and knowing in your gut and in your heart that it is the animal that you resonate with. It may be an animal that you've been attracted to your whole life. It may be an animal that you never even thought would be your totem. The only way to find out is to ask it to come and reveal itself to you. If you want to know more about how you can study to be a witch or a Wiccan, and you find yourself quite frustrated with all of the information out there and just don't know where to start, you can start with the Mystery Witch School 101 membership program, which takes you from the very beginnings of doing energy work right through to advanced magic. It's a 12-month course you can jump into at any time. Details are below this video, and you can come and check that out. Otherwise, if you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to comment, and I will see you on the next video. Blessed be.